nothing better to get your juices flowing than a pre-dawn ride on a motorcycle. I've just passed through the checkpoint and am headed to car 2 on the way to Ninh Binh. Well, I've made it to the beautiful village of Tam Coc. Within a few minutes of getting off the train in Ninh Binh, I was in a taxi on my way to my guest house. Coming here is all about getting into the countryside among these beautiful karst formations that surround the town. It's a takeoff point for small boat trips up the Nha Dong River, tributary lagoons, as well as several other scenic points of interest, including some ancient pagodas in the hills just outside town. To really appreciate this place requires a kind of intentional slowness, letting yourself unwind in a serene setting that's, well, almost therapeutic. Because I took the early train from Hanoi, I rolled up at my guest house in Tam Coc before 9 o'clock this morning, well before check-in time, naturally. But no problem. Had a wonderful breakfast, and then the proprietor came up to me and said, could he take my things to my room? No mention of any early check-in. Everything was relaxed, friendly, welcoming, and boom, without even thinking about it, you feel like you've entered a kind of, I don't know, a mood-altering state, let's say. All this relaxation has made me hungry. That's just how the mind works, I guess. If you come to Tam Coc, one of the places that you must see are the centuries-old Bich Dong pagodas. There are 3 primary pagodas, one at the bottom of the mountain, one about midway up, and the ultimate one high on the mountain. I came here by bicycle. Of course, it's about 3 kilometers north of Tam Coc village. But if you choose, you can also hire a boat to come up the river here. Either way, though, you'll need to hike the mountain. It's a fascinating place. Walking amidst 3 giant stupas, I guess that's the appropriate term for it, behind the pagoda. And it opens up into the rear of the pagoda, which is of course surrounded by cliffs on both sides. This pagoda is built back up into the mouth of this mountain. It's really in a shallow cave, and literally no roof would be needed to protect it from the elements, and yet it is in its completeness, including the altar room that I just walked in. It's like we're walking through the upper chamber of a cave, which in fact we are. It just happens to be the way out into the open, where the trail continues up to the last pagoda. I've got to tell you, some of these steps are like Mayan temple steps in Mexico. They're very steep in themselves, but I'm almost there. The temple itself is rather modest, which you would sort of expect, having been built by a monk, 6+ centuries ago. It's not only a relic, it is, of course, in continuous use as a place of worship. Among the people at the temple while I was there was a young Vietnamese mom and her son Zan. Have you been to this temple before?
Yes, I've been to this temple 4 times.
4 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
4 times, like in the past, and now it's the 4th.
So why do you like coming here?
Because it has 3 temple. It has 3 temple, and I can from the top of mountain and look at the land.
It's very built up here at the bottom. Very nice place with all kinds of services, with places to eat. I think as we start to ascend, we'll lose a lot of people. At least I hope so. Did I mention that there are about 500 steps to get to this viewpoint? That's why I'm telling you now early on, because as I get higher, I may not be talking a lot. Well, I'm at the top, and despite the 500 steps, it wasn't as strenuous as I was anticipating. And the sunset is great. There's only one problem with it. It's not exactly intimate. So maybe if you come here, you want to try early morning. There is one ultimate spot up here where you can almost be alone. But you wait your turn. It looks like somebody's private pond. And yet, I find myself distracted by something else, and that's the elementary school that I stumbled upon. That's the lagoon immediately across from the school gates. You may have noticed the small fishing boat pushed up against the side of the stream.
No matter which way you look, the rugged hills push up against green rice paddies. Here, growing rice isn't just the act of providing food. It's part of the bucolic charm. So when you come here, whatever you do, don't be in a hurry.
Ninh Binh is very big, it has the Tam Coc. In the past, Ninh Binh has been art capital and has some famous places like Tam Coc and Bich Dong.